Hello everyone, I'm Saithan and welcome back to my channel Saitech. In today's video to compare the build quality between all of these three smartphones which I got right now. So right now first phone is a Poco X3 Pro device, and the second is a Realme X7 Max device, and third is the iQOO 7 smartphone. As you can see friends, all the three smartphones they're priced at different range as well. So this is kind of close to 20,000 range, and these are 27,000 range, and this one is close to 32,000 range. I do know the pricing is quietly different, but still few of the users they want to know how is the build quality between all of these three smartphones. That is what this video is about. I'm not trying to judge any phone, just I'm trying to give the information for all of the users who are actually looking for this kind of video. So let's get started with the first basic thing about the phone weight. So what is the weight of the phone? That is what I'm going to check right now by using this small weighing machine. Let's see. So let's see how much difference we can actually expect between all of these three smartphones. So first let's check the Poco X3 Pro. Poco X3 Pro is of close to 216 grams, as you can see friends, 216 grams. And let's check the iQOO 7, so which is iQOO 7 device, which is a kind of close to 204. So I did use a tamper glass, so you need to consider even the weight of the tamper glass as well, few grams. That's the one thing which I thought of just mentioning. So it's kind of close to 200 grams or 204. Okay, so 204 grams. And the Realme X1 Max is of close to 178 grams, as you can see friends, 178 grams absolutely. So in terms of the weight, obviously the Realme X1 Max is a clear winner. So because it has got a small screen size, that's another thing. And even the build quality is kind of not that great. It's kind of plastic build quality. That's the reason most of the users, they'll definitely agree on that, on the plastic build quality. But still, in the single hand usage, it's a really good. It's really very great and very good. That is what I did like in the very compact and very good size. That is what I did like. And a small screen size also another of reason why the phone weight is also really low. It's kind of 6.4 inches comparing with other phones which are 6.6 inches of screen size. That's another thing you should also consider. So even though the phone weight is also less, but still the battery capacity, it's kind of 4500 mAh of capacity. That's really good to see in this Realme X1 Max. So in the build quality wise, in terms of the weight, obviously the Realme X1 Max is good, and even the single hand usage is also really great in this phone. So you should not have enough issues while using a single hand in this phone. That is what my main motive is. And next is a Poco X3 Pro. In the single hand usage, it's not that comfortable, but definitely for me, I am really a big hands person, definitely friends. Because in my past I did use big phone like the X3. So X3 was my another favorite phone, so which I did manage to use in single hand. Yes, I did use. So coming from this phone to this phone, it's really not that big deal for me, I would say. Definitely 6.9 inch screen versus normal screen. So for some people definitely will feel a lot of difference in terms of using this kind of big screen phones and the more weight as well. That's another form factor you should consider. So same thing applies for the iQOO 7 as well. So even the iQOO 7 also, the weight will be slightly kind of 200 grams, so that should be kind of okay. But single hand usage will be slightly difficult in this both phones, little bit, unless you have the big hands and if you're ready to stretch. That's the one thing which I thought of just mentioning. And the next thing in terms of the buttons and the ports, everything, let's see. So the Poco X3 has got the IR blaster on the top. That's a really good advantage which is present. That's fantastic option, IR blaster, and side mounted fingerprint scanner, and the volume buttons on the same direction only. They are having, not on the opposite side. So 3.5mm jack and type C port, and the loudspeakers. So dual loudspeakers we do have in the Poco X3 Pro device, as you can see. And this is a backside finish which you do get right now. Backside, so it is not that fingerprint attractive, I would say. This little bit kind of fingerprints definitely will be attracted in this Poco X3 Pro. So let's move to the next phone. This is the Realme X1 Max, which has also got the dual speakers, and there is no IR blaster on the top, and power button on this side, and the volume buttons on this side, and SIM card pin also here. And we do have the 3.5mm jack. That's also another bonus advantage. So this is a quick review on the Realme X1 Max. Even the backside, it's kind of really good gloss and matte finish. I did like this kind of combination, fantastic combination. So this is really perfect, friends, for the small hands people. That is what I'll definitely advise you to buy the Realme X1 Max. And iQOO 7. iQOO 7, there's no IR blaster obviously on the top, and power button and volume button on same side. Sometimes I do like having them on same side. I'm not sure, because whenever I'm trying to use in single hand usage, it's really comfortable for me to stretch. That is what, instead of stretching with other finger, that is what I do prefer sometimes. That's my opinion, but difference depends upon one person to other person, obviously. And there is no 3.5mm jack. That's a major disadvantage for the iQOO 7 device. If they put the 3.5mm jack somewhere around here, that could have been really a lot better. Yes, it's absolutely a lot better, but that's not the case anymore. So we don't get 3.5mm jack, unfortunately. So these are the total build quality comparison between all of these three smartphones, and my final thoughts are first phone I'll definitely give the prize to the Realme X7 Max for having the really good small form factor and which really comfortable to use, and which has got plastic build quality. That's another slightly disadvantage, but still the weight also matters a lot for some users. So that's the reason first I'm trying to make you aware that in case if you plan to buy the POCO X3 Pro or iQOO device, try to check these things before actually buying the smartphone. So thank you for watching this video, friends, and see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. And one more thing, the screen production is Dragon Tail in this phone, and both these phones are having the Gorilla Glass production, and this is the Dragon Tail production. That's which I thought of just mentioning to you, Dragon Tail glass, as you can see here. So that's another production. Some people, they don't trust this kind of Dragon Tail glass because it's kind of really low sensitive than the Gorilla Glass production. That is what the users did say that. And that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video, and for more information make sure to stay tuned for more. Subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video, friends. Until then, stay tuned. Bye.